So yes, the International Competence Center for Organic Agriculture ICCOA, as you know, is doing the BioFach India Organic Trade Fair since now 7 years with Germany, and the fair is growing, and you had already seen a lot of things about the fair. But today I want to talk to you about a new project of ICCOA, which is a farm which is being developed as a demonstration and training center, and it will also serve to become a center for community supported agriculture. Now this farm will be just 2 hours drive from Bangalore. Bangalore is the city in which ICCOA is based, and from the ICCOA's office it is 78 kilometers into an area very near to the forest, and it's a very beautiful piece of land, 8.5 acres. In that land we are developing what now we are calling it Center for Sustainable and Organic Farming, C-SOF. In this Center for Sustainable and Organic Farming, we want to show many models of organic and integrated farming systems. Meaning, on this piece of land, you'll see paddy rice, you'll see mango orchard, turmeric, vegetables like tomato, okra, capsicum, cabbage, bitter gourd, potato. There is also a small piece of land we are kept for sugarcane and bananas. Other than these crops, we have also started a duck farm, a poultry unit with indigenous poultry, and then we have a dairy unit where already we have 4 cows and 2 calves. Out of these 4 cows, 2 are very indigenous, which is very useful for organic farming, because you know in India from cow we make a lot of produces for organic as organic inputs, using cow dung and cow urine and making manures, things like that. So a farmer or a group of farmers or people who want to learn organic farming can come and they can see how in a very small land also of only 8.5 acres, how so many different components can be put together. Now the idea is for people to come learn, also demonstration, because they can see for themselves what all can happen. Other than that, the idea of C-SOF is to become a center for the villages around that place to also become organic. Meaning the farmers around there will learn from us and will switch over from conventional to organic farming, and we will make these farmer groups. For example, even during the BioFach India India Organic, we had a very good discussions with a very leading organic retail online retail business, and they are in need of large amount of fruits and vegetables. From an 8.5 acres, we can only supply that much. But with the farmers around us, we are starting with 20 farmers now. The idea is to grow to around 100 farmers in about 2 years' time. And these farmers will become a supply base to the city which is very nearby, Bangalore. And from this place, even Chennai is only 4 hours drive. So this will become a place from where this kind of market linkages can happen. Now, the center is also being developed in the principles or a model that we call sustainable biovillage model. Sustainable biovillage is integrating agriculture, horticulture, animal like livestock, poultry, etc. that I said, community compost units, making various types of composts that's important for organic farming, and rural entrepreneurship, that is teaching villagers to become small enterprises so that they can enhance their income and livelihood. And when we have all this together, we will also make this center a place for eco-tourism. That is what a sustainable biovillage talks about. It also becomes a place for tourism. Maybe next year when our friends from Germany comes, we are not taking them to backwaters like you can see in the background. Maybe we are going to take them to this biovillage and they can stay on the farm and do various things. This is what we are trying to develop.
So we are looking forward to this development, and thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Kumar. We are in the business of creating market linkages for farmers. The common refrain when we talk about organic agriculture is that most of the farmers lack access to markets, both the domestic and the international markets. There are many ICS projects which is government sponsored, but unfortunately have no access to markets in both the country as well as abroad. So we are working with the farmer groups and trying to create those accesses that they desperately need by cutting down the layers between the producer and the consumer. We hope to bring down the costs for the end consumer in terms of lower prices, and wanting to do a win-win situation by giving a sustainable price for everybody in the value chain. We are also interested in giving access to companies who are interested in creating such projects in the country. There are a lot of projects in the northeast as well as in the south where spices abound because of the climatic conditions. Cereals and pulses in the central part of India as well as in the northern part of India can also be accessed through us by creating that connect to the farmers, the last mile connect to the farmers. So this is we would like to solicit inquiries for people who are wanting to run such projects in the country of India.
So you created a kind of company with a catalogue where you all name all these projects?
Yes, we have a company with specificities of the produce that is grown there in terms of harvest, in terms of variety, quantity, and the certification agencies, plus the specifications of the produce. In terms of, in terms of chilies, it would be the SHU value and color, and also the pungent, the forms, whether it's in flakes, in powder, in those kinds of things that we have. So the catalog explains everything, and all one has to do is to look at it and come back to us saying that these are the products we are looking for, and we will definitely connect those companies to the projects.
Between the BioFach and next year BioFach to get the buyers information about specific crops they want to buy or they are interested in. So this catalog can be a bridge between the fairs.
Yes. See, we have for the past 4 years been bringing buyers from abroad and connecting them to various farmer groups as well as small companies. But unfortunately, we find that there is a gap between what the BioFach India requires and the requirements of export and paperwork that goes into it. So a survey of the past 3 years leads us to conclude that this has not been too successful, and hence this decision to create an entity so that the contacts that are brought during the BioFach is led to a fruitful conclusion by the farmers exporting directly to the company.
Okay, so looking forward to this interaction, and thank you so much.
Thank you.